In today's video, I'll show you how to use functions inside of Clay. And for those of you that may not be aware, this is the latest Clay feature that just dropped last week, which will save you hours of manually rebuilding Clay tables where you have multiple enrichments in a row. So for example, in this case, if I just showcase to you a really basic function, let's say to start with, we have two input fields. We have the full name and the website URL. And typically you would first find the email address of the person. If you find the email address, you'll then find their LinkedIn profile. And then if you have their LinkedIn profile, you would typically enrich the person, right? Every single time up to this point, you would have had to rebuild this completely from scratch. So yes, you may have used templates inside of Clay. So if I just show you here, maybe you use this templates thing over here where you save it as a template and you use a template for your email finding. But now you can template all three steps in a row, which will save you hours of, having to rebuild this kind of Clay tables from scratch. And more than that, if we see this table in full over here, we would notice that it takes us 26 columns to run the email waterfall, to then enrich the LinkedIn profile, and to find the LinkedIn profile, right? All of this takes 26 columns. That's a little waste of space, and it just takes a lot of enrichments, and it requires you to build this completely from scratch. So right now, how about I show you how we can automate this process using functions? Let's say we built this out once, where we already had these three steps of finding the email, LinkedIn profile, and enriching the person. All we would need to do after doing this once is just click on step one, and you can click on commands on your keyboard as well to select step one. Do the same with step two. So you would click on step two and do the same with step three over here. After you select all three steps, or however many enrichments you have in a row, it could be like 100 enrichments in a row. You can then basically right click on this and click on save as function. After you save as function, I'll just say, watch this magic over here. And you would just need to confirm what the inputs are. So the first input is the website URL, which will be the company domain field. And then the second input would be the full name, which you can scroll down would be the full name, right? Assuming we provide those two inputs next time, I guarantee you that it's going to go through all of these steps without you needing to basically set up enrichments from scratch. So as soon as you save that as a function, it will tell you that this is now live and it's now being referenced. So let's have a look. If we go into another test table over here, I've just added a new contact, Max Mitchum from Trigify. All I need to do now is click on add enrichments, click on functions, and over here will be watch this magic. And if I input the website URL and Max's full name, and I click on save and run one row in this view, what we should see is magical. This will take a couple of seconds to load, but when it does, it'll be worthwhile because now we can see that it basically just populated it with Max's email address, and it's probably just still going through some of the other steps inside here as well. So let's just give it a second. And if you ever want to reference where the function is running, you can just click on this link over here and you could see that the LinkedIn profile was found, the email was found, and his profile was enriched as well. And at the very end of it, the cell was updated and the data was sent back inside of this Clay table. So let's just reload this quickly and we should be able to see all of the data over here. So yeah, we've got his email and we'll have a bunch of other stuff as well. So essentially, the way that you can use this going forward is all you need to do is whenever you spend too much time building a specific flow inside of Clay, you just basically click on the column header, click on command on your keyboard, or I think it's like control on your keyboard if you're like a non-Mac user. Select all the columns, right click on it, save as a function, and next time just feed it the two inputs, the three inputs, and it will run through these exact steps, also using the conditional formulas as well. And the reason we do this is because now, instead of using up 26 columns, we only need 3 columns in order to pull off this type of enrichment. And it's a series of enrichments, so you're less likely to make mistakes. You're more likely to automate things here, and it helps you connect multiple enrichments all into like a logical sequential order, which you can always change if you go into this functions table afterwards. So if you enjoyed this video, make sure to give it a like. And if you have any questions of this feature, just drop them down below. I'll be more than happy to help you. Other than that, I'll see you inside of Unlock Clay. Hopefully, if you're not a student there already, go check it out. It's the best course in the world on how to learn Clay completely from scratch. I think we hit about 450 students by now, so the social proof speaks for itself. Go check out the hundreds of testimonials that I manually had to type up and upload here because I had to change the testimonial tool that we're using, so go check those out. And if you want to join the movement, then go join Unlock Clay. So I'll see you on the inside, and I'll see you in the next video.